guys, it's Sam, and this is the Fall Time Cozy Time book tag. This tag was created last year by Sam of Novels and Nonsense. I will link her original video down below. I was tagged by Caitlin of Book Chats. I don't think that I have done this tag video last year or anything, but I've seen this video so many times that I feel like I have done this video. Have you ever had that like weird deja vu thing with making videos? That's what I'm experiencing right now. Question number 1, Crunching Leaves. The world is full of color. Choose a book that has reds, oranges, and yellows on the cover. I have a couple that fit that description, so I'm going to showcase some of my favorite fall-ish covers. One that always comes to mind is Fire by Kristen Cashore. We also have Eon by Alison Goodman. I haven't read this yet, but I need to because it's Chinese fantasy with dragons. What am I doing? And to work in some yellows, we have Rebel Heart by Moira Young. This is the second book in the Dustlands trilogy. I haven't picked it up yet because I love the first book so much, and I'm really terrified of second book slump with this one, but yellow. Don't have a lot of yellow covers. This fits the bill. Cozy Sweater. It's finally cold enough to wear some warm clothing. What book gives you the warm fuzzies? I don't have a lot of books that give me the warm fuzzies because I enjoy my books with a side of pain. But my go-to warm and fuzzy feeling is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I like the movie adaptations. I like Pride and Prejudice, the actual original story. I like the vlog interpretations in the Lizzie Bennet Diaries on YouTube. If you guys haven't watched it, please go do so. And I like book adaptations. So most recently I read First and Then by Emma Mills, which is a Pride and Prejudice retelling with some Friday Night Lights elements. I've done a review on it if you guys are interested. But any interpretation of Pride and Prejudice makes me warm and fuzzy, especially the 2005 movie version, which is my personal favorite. But if you guys have any other recommendations for retellings of Pride and Prejudice, let me know. Fall storm, the wind is howling and the rain is pounding. Choose your favorite book or genre to read during a storm. My go-to answer is actually historical fiction, but oddly enough, I don't reach for historical fiction as much as I feel like I do or I should. I always want to reach for it, and I don't. I don't know why that is, but whenever it's raining out, whenever it's cool and misty, I just want historical fiction. I have plenty on my shelf, but I think the reason is a lot of it is very long, and so I never go for it. But I need to more often. I'm gonna remedy that this fall, I hope, because I love it so much and I never find myself reaching for it when I want to. Cool, crisp air. Who is the coolest character that you want to trade places with? Here's the thing about that question. All of my favorite characters are always in near-death situations, are living in precarious worlds and wartime, and there's magic just running crazy, and there's crazy government and evil kings, and I want nothing to do with that. At all. At all. So this is a really hard question to answer. Since I want my life to be simple and worry-free and not a lot of stress and no magic and no craziness, I would switch places with Emmy from Everything Leads to You by Nina LaCour. She is an up-and-coming set designer in Hollywood, and reading this book, it was so much fun, and I love the idea of set design. I don't think I'd be very good at it. I don't think I have the aesthetic eye for it, but if I had the eye for it, I would do it. I think it's a lot of fun, and now I pay more attention to stuff in movies, actually, after reading this book. So I would love to be involved in that, like, Hollywood set design thing. Sounds like a lot of fun, and again, not near-death experiences. Hot Apple Cider, what underhyped book would you like to become the next big thing? I've mentioned this so many times before, but the Girl of Fire and Thorns trilogy by Rae Carson should be a bigger series than it is. Actually, Rae Carson in general should be a way more hyped author. I know she does have a following, but I feel like it's smaller in comparison to similar authors like Leigh Bardugo or Sarah J. Maas. I think Rae Carson should have a huge following. Her newest book, A Walk with a Stranger, I did a review for. I will link it on the screen. I think it should be the next big series. She's amazing. If you like I said, Sarah J. Maas and Leigh Bardugo and any of those people, Marissa Meyer, any of them, you should like her series. So people, please read this. No matter what you've heard about it, just go read it and see if you're gonna like it, because it's another awesome fantasy series, and the next series is gonna be another amazing fantasy series. Just read it. Read it. I need it to be the next huge thing. Read it. It's been out for a while. You can just marathon through it. It'll be fun. Read it and then cry to me about it. Coats, Scarves, and Mittens. The weather has turned cold and it's time to cover up. What's the most embarrassing book cover you own that you would like to keep hidden in public? I don't really have any that are too bad, but the adult urban paranormal fiction genre tends to have a lot of just cheesy, inappropriate kind of covers. So Stray by Rachel Vincent came to mind, but honestly, I wouldn't really care about reading it in public. I do have a story about another cover though. I once had to try to explain Of Poseidon by Anna Banks to a bunch of guys playing War Machine games in a game store because I still technically do, but I used to play War Machine, which is a tabletop game. I'm not going to get into it right now, but I was reading this in between games and I was surrounded by dude bros, basically, and they're like, what is this? And I'm like, it's a mermaid book and it's none of your damn business, and I love it. So I wasn't embarrassed, but it's one of those covers that you're like, depending on the setting you're in, you're gonna get some weird looks about. But who doesn't love mermaids, and why was I being judged? That's what I want to know. Pumpkin Spice, what's your favorite fall comfort foods? I love hot apple cider so much, and soup. I think that's everyone's response to this. Soup is my favorite thing ever. I just make it in giant batches and just eat it over multiple days. Right now, I have homemade loaded baked potato soup in the fridge. It's so good. It's so probably not good for you, but it's so good, and it's so warm, and it's so like creamy and so nice. So that's it for the tag. I'm not going to tag anybody because I don't know who hasn't done it. This one goes around every year. I think everyone's done it. I've seen it, like I said, so many times, so I'm not going to tag anybody, but if you want to do this tag, please feel free. And comment down below and let me know what your favorite genre is to read in the fall. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!